Morning, guys. So here I am again in my room. Um, as I said before, my mom's still not well. She's in the living room where my computer is, so I'll be doing videos here. So today's video is going to be on the subject of there are no problems. Problems don't exist in reality as an actual substance. There's no material problems. Problems are things that we as humans have, and they take place in the form of various ideas and beliefs and opinions we have. And the fact that that happens isn't a problem either. You see, we have a universe with an Earth and an unlimited amount of galaxies going on. And on this Earth, there is multiple situations going on in which, if you had the camera way out, you would just see organisms doing stuff. And if you were seeing it from above, like you do like an anthill, you just see stuff going on. You wouldn't necessarily feel like, oh, this is a problem. Now maybe the ants themselves have their own ideas of their problems that are going on in their environment, and that's fine. That's just natural for organisms. But for you obviously don't see many problems. And if you can start to see the human life in that sense, it can be extremely freeing. Because one of the big absolute truths of life is everything is okay. Like, the universe has no problems. The universe is this explosion of stuff and creation. And that includes me, you, and all the other environments and organisms and things taking place. And there's beauty in this. You can see the beauty of it when you let go of this idea and notion that there's inherent problems. Now, these inherent problems take place within many different ways. Some of them involve the ideas that we have about our environment and the dire situations some of us feel like we're in. Like, if we don't fix the world and the earth and do it within the next 25 years, we're doomed. We're going to destroy life as we know it. And we may destroy some more life, which we have already. We may destroy some more of ourselves, which could happen, but it's not going to destroy the earth. Life will go on. There will be humanity. There just may be less of us. And I'm not saying this is good or bad, but it's just what may take place. And life is life and death. Life is death and death is life. They're in this cycle of play together. One feeds off the other. One becomes the other. What you consume dies and becomes the life that you feel and express and sustains this body. But again, there's no problems. There's nothing out there that's like a thing floating that's a problem. There's no solid things called a problem. There are things that are in your belief systems, in the way in which you relate to yourself or another. Like, some problems we have that are like, I had parents that are abusive, or I had parents that didn't provide this to me, and as a result, I feel like it made me this way, and this is why I am this way now. And there may be some partial truth into that isn't permanently fixed, that can change, but even those aren't problems. But for a lot of us, we hold on to them like they're problems. They're the things we blame those individuals for, or things we blame perhaps the government for. The government didn't provide this, the government didn't provide that. I was promised this, I was promised that, and they didn't give it to me. And maybe they didn't. But that's not a problem. You make the problems. They can affect you, and that can feel hard to deal with sometimes. But there's no actual problems that are out there. There's no structure of reality that's called a problem that just like, this is a real thing. It's malleable. Everything's malleable. And when you can let in this malleability, this larger perspective, this vantage point from the mountain, seeing the anthills, it's not that the anthills have insignificance or they're unimportant. They're just seen from a larger vantage point. And if you can see what I'm sharing from a larger vantage point, you have a lot more freedom to exist in yourself. You have the ability to go more freely. You can hear what people have to say to you. People can reflect things to you. You can take criticism. You can look into yourself. You can see, oh, this about me that I'm doing that is causing other people pain, I can stop. It's not a problem that you find yourself to be a certain way as an individual. There's a certain freedom and joy you can find in like, oh, this is what I'm doing to other people, or this anger that I hold against my loved one or loved ones or society or God even. I hold this, I contain this, I maintain this, I express this, I believe this. And you can go, oh, hey, this is truly what I feel, this is where I'm at, this is maybe what I was born with, but it doesn't define me, it's not an inherent problem, and I can let it be there, I can accept it, I can let it pass, I can maybe do something to change my behavior or whatever this particular thing may be. But I think it's really important, really, really important to leave room and openness and not make things problems. I was gonna make up a word, but didn't come out. Problematize. There's no problems. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with anything. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong. It's just that there's no wrong things. All the opinions and feelings and beliefs are what they are. You're entitled to them, you can have them. There's nothing wrong with them. Same with everybody else. Everyone has their own opinions and feelings and thoughts. And that's okay. There's no problems. There's no problems in that. There's no problems in there being, even if you feel like you have problems and you can't let go of problems, there's no problems even in that. There's just no problems. They don't exist as anything substantial, solid, solidified. So I hope you can feel the freedom and the concept and the energy of what I'm sharing. And if it pulls you into anything, go with it. If it pulls you into inquiring, if it pulls you into changing, if it pulls you some direction, go with it. It's maybe something deeper within you yearning to unproblematize itself. And if there's not, that's not a problem. If this doesn't speak to you, it's not a problem. There's no problems. And with that, I leave you with no problems. Take care.